bendy bananas. Oh, I couldn't hold myself back. I really couldn't. Bendy bananas. That's what we're going to talk about today. Oh my giddy aunt, what on earth am I on? Bendy bananas. Oh. Well. It turns out that if we had scrapped all those pesky EU laws from our, UK legislation that we kind of signed up for. Anyway, we could have well saved the bendy banana. That's right, folks. It's time to celebrate, because we're going to be seeing those curvy, wonky bananas back on the supermarket shelves. Or at least that's what we thought. Well, and all we had to do was throw out, thousands of other laws and regulations. In the process, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as the
I think it's rather uplifting.
Jacob Rees-Mogg had said. But wait, hold on a minute. Before we are, all rejoicing over the return of that bendy banana, let's just take a closer look at the facts. Because as it turns out, this whole thing, this bendy banana thing, isn't quite so straightforward as some of the old Brexiteer nut jobs would like us to believe. Well, pretty much like everything to do with leaving the European Union. What a disaster. First of all, let's talk about the EU's so-called bendy banana law. Now, I know about you, but when I hear that term, I picture some kind of EU bureaucrat sitting in a sterile office, poring over that all those pages and pages of regulations that dictate exactly how the bananas must be shaped on our supermarket shelves. But the truth is a little bit more complicated than that. Anyway, let's just check the chat. Where's it gone? Can't find it. Oh dear. It was here a minute ago. Oh, there it is. Oh, I hope everybody is good and happy about the bendy banana law. Well, it's not been scrapped after all. Oh dear. Well. Hello, RDI, a well-known Dutch comedian, knows why bananas are bendy. Otherwise, they won't fit in their shell. Well, there you go. Well, Nick Young, hello there, Nick Young. And Ginger Giraffe and Daddy Blase, RDI, I hope you're well. Oh dear, what a complete mess that we live in. The whole place has gone complete, stark raving bonkers. That it is. Well, like I say, the bendy banana law, it's a little bit more complicated than just bendy bananas. Okay. It's true that the EU, it has regulations around the size and shape of fruits and vegetables. But these rules are designed to ensure, consistency. Keep me saying it now, I can think my worms. And fairness in the marketplace as well. They're not arbitrary, no. Or sort of dreamed up by Brussels bureaucrats with nothing better to do, twiddling their thumbs out. Oh, I know, bendy bananas. And let's be clear. No bananas are wasted. Yes, or sacrificed. Because of these regulations. They'll go into your yogurts and stuff like that. Maybe some Kool-Aid. Maybe some banana ice cream. I don't think it really matters if they're bendy or not. Well, the straight bananas, though, that we see on the shelves today are not some sort of, reject thrown out because they didn't meet the EU's size and shape requirements. No. They're just straight bananas. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing less. Just straight bananas. The whole flipping thing's bananas. The world's gone bananas. So what does it all, this have to do with Brexit? Well, as we all know, one of the key selling points of leaving the European Union was the ability to take back control of our laws and regulations and apparently borders, but that ain't panning out too well. No. Well, and for some of these Brexiters, this meant getting rid of any and all, undiscriminately, you just shot them all the EU laws. Well, they're not EU laws because they're in British statute, or in UK law, British law. Well, yeah, get confused sometimes. I do, I tell you. Well, so really, there are laws. Besides, we help write them. Just like the, don't test on animals laws for cosmetics. That originated in the UK in 1998 because of Tony Blair. But no, apparently. Got to get rid of it. Well, enter that old, doff cap Forlock, Morgan Penny Farthing, Jacob Rees-Mogg, who was apparently rather furious. Well, he was, until recently. He said, you got to back the Prime Minister, you see, or the Tory party is over. Well, apparently he was furious for about 10 minutes. And we're all, and he says, we're all stuck with a straight banana, according to... you get the gist.
I think it's rather uplifting.
Yeah, okay. Well, the EU's banana regulations were ludicrous, he said, and we should have scrapped them immediately. Because apparently the straight banana is a symbol of all that is wrong with the European Union, just like the 1400-watt vacuum cleaner or whatever it was. Well, don't worry, they're going to get rid of all your workers' rights instead. Lovely. Well, forget about the issues like I say, workers' rights, or environmental protections, or financial stability. Oh, God, what's happened to that? 4.5% interest rates. Well, no straight banana is what really gets Jacob Rees-Mogg's goat. No, it looks like a goat. But here's the thing, yeah. Even if we had scrapped all 4,000 plus, we don't really know how many there are, laws, or the so-called EU laws, that were in the books when we left the European Union, because we rolled them over into UK, British statute or whatever. It wasn't because possible to do so within the so-called sunset clause. No. It's just not possible. There's too much to do. It's not just a case of cancelling, pressing delete. More to it than that, because it affects everything and everybody. Well, that means that even if we had wanted to, we couldn't have scrapped, those laws. We could just snapped our fingers, or whatever. Done that even. Pop a pea. Made all those laws disappear overnight. Even if we had managed to do so, what would the real world impact have been? Would it suddenly, become a sort of lean, mean, regulatory-free machine? Unburdened by the shackles of EU bureaucracy? Or would we, have simply created a chaotic, sounds a bit sort of like familiar at the moment, and unpredictable regulatory environment where business had no clear guidance on what they could or couldn't do? The truth is, pretty much all of that. And the bendy banana is just a distraction. They call it you could say, a dead cat, maybe, I don't know. Throw something else in the ring. Maybe a bruised bendy banana. Well, it's a silly little talking point that some Brexiters, that they want to make a point about the evils of the EU. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not even an issue. No. There are much bigger fish.
They're now
Happy
British
fish.
fish, and they're better and happier fish for it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, there's bigger fish to fry. when it comes to, the impact of Brexit on our economy, our society, and our standing in the world. Or so, by all means. But, just like a video I uploaded, was it today, today? Soft power and all that. We ain't got any, it seems. So it seems they're throwing it all away. Maybe a bendy banana will just have to do. Or a straight one, as it seems now. Why does this even matter? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyway, back into the chat. Oh, the world's gone stark raving bonkers that it has. Oh dear. So, good evening from Brexit. Oh, from Suffolk. You in Suffolk? Whereabouts in Suffolk are you? I'm from Norfolk. Oh, tractor boys. Well, did you hear that Donny's town hall audience was instructed not to boo? Well, actually, to be fair, you talked about the one, was it CNN? The CNN audience, yeah. I did get some clips of that today, where, everybody thought everything that's coming out of Donny's crazy mouth was marvellous. It was fantastic. And Donald Trump was going to stop the war in Ukraine within 24 hours. Oh, the man's a genius, wouldn't you say?
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
I don't think so. No. What's he going to do? Honestly, what's he thinking? Zelensky's going to say, well, that's okay, then we'll negotiate a truce. Okay, Putin, you have that, half our country over there, on that side of the water, and then you got your route to Crimea and what have you. Your land route, what have you. Your land bridge, or whatever you like to call it. Yeah, do whatever you want, yeah, that's fine, you keep that. Oh, Putin says, maybe. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we'll stick to that. Yeah. We won't invade you later. No, we won't take Kiev as well. No, of course not. No. Because we're honest. No. Donald Trump is a lunatic. Well, there you go. I said it. Well, yeah. I see that Gingers does not like bananas. Actually, my son's allergic to bananas. He goes all like rashy, like, yeah. Yeah, I did. I think that's what you're talking about. And also, there was a lot of applause, which is the scary thing. But the thing is, they were a selected audience, and Donald Trump wouldn't have turned up unless they were. So, yeah. But I think that's actually backfired on them, because the electorate isn't necessarily all these crazies, is it? You know, there's plenty of crazies out there, but they're not going to be all the type that was in that audience. But you know what he's like? He's a narcissist. He just needs to be, Bill, I'm so wonderful. I'm so great. I'm Donald Trump. Say what I do. I grabbed the by the pussy. That's what I did. That's what he says. Yeah, he's lovely, isn't he? No, he's an awful piece of work. Yeah, to be honest, he looks like he's flatulating through his skin at the moment. I don't know what's going on there. I think he's getting some kind of a skin ailment of all that spray tan. Those little white eyes. I'm not talking about in the eyes. I'm talking about around the eyes. Yeah, around the eyes. Well. Hello, Derek. Do you need me to tell you that we should shove the bananas, inside a Rees-Mogg, but not orally? Maybe. We'll have to spit on it first. I don't know. Oh, scary thought that is. Thanks for that. Hello, Vipack. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. What? Mad Monk said, I've done lots of live streams, Mad Monk 33. And thank you very much for being here. Well, yeah, I've been doing I didn't do any yesterday. I did one on Thursday and Wednesday. Didn't do on Tuesday. No, or did I do one during the day on Tuesday? I think I did, didn't I? And I did one on Monday. Then I did one on Sunday. And then the Saturday day. I've done quite a few live streams. I don't know if it's doing me any good or not. My views are absolutely... All my last few walkie-type videos have done a bit better. But my other videos have just been diabolical. Did you read? Oh, crikey. I was really depressed. I checked my stats out. Right? I do quite regularly check my stats out. And I looked at my subscribers. I was -1 in 28 days. Or 30 days. 28 days, I think it is. I was minus 1 subscriber. I have lost so many subscribers and haven't gained any. Or they're saying that live streams, you tend not to gain subscribers on live streams. You tend to lose them. I know it's not all about subscribers, but it's a indicator of whether or not somebody enjoyed the video. That's pretty much it, really. And I have to admit, the last few, although I've been losing a lot of subscribers, obviously for other reasons. It could be that something to do with the YouTube algorithm, what have you, regarding the where people are removed from the channel or removed from the site, or maybe they're trolls, I don't know, and they're no longer there. So then your subscriber list goes down. But then, it's just an indicator. So the other videos I've done recently have done a bit better. I think the one I did this morning got 4 subscribers on it when I last looked, which I thought it's not bad for me, but it's better than going negative. But overall, in the last 28 days, I'm minus 1 subscriber. Going backwards. Everyone else is going forwards. I'm going backwards. Everybody hates me. I don't blame them. Derek Glass says the laws, partly written by the UK, voted on by the UK, not vetoed by the UK, adopted by the UK Parliament, Rees-Mogg and his friends to decide for us instead. Oh, how has that taken back control? Very well said. Derek R. I know. It's just nuts, isn't it? The whole thing is bonkers. I think the UK is completely wrecked, to be honest. I just don't see any way. Oh, got a coffee. I don't see much, had to put it. I don't see any way of climbing ourselves out just yet. Okay, if Labour is the next government, I think we have more hope or more chance. Just like, have you looked the latest? They're kind of like, they're doing, what do you call it? Sort of flying kites at the moment, I suppose, where they look to see what reactions they get for certain potential policies, such as this is already actually in law in France, actually, where an employer can't contact you at home, or you can opt out of it or whatever. But so that's potentially on the books. That's a potential, but that's already law here. So I think it's potentially a good idea. And like anything, businesses tend to adapt. The only thing I can see problems with is, say for instance, like on EastEnders or something like on Coronation Street, where an aeroplane crashes it does, into the set. And loads of people end up in the hospital quickly, because they've been hit by the aeroplane, and obviously the people on board the aeroplane, that probably. But anyway, they all end up in hospital, you see, so you've got to be able to call them up. The doctors and nurses... Oh, I forgot you can't in here. I forgot. I can't do that anyway. Because they're all leaving, just like the techies all leaving. Yeah. Dyson. James Dyson's been kicking off again. Oh, dear. Oh, well, what a shame. Criticising. Rishi Sunak in his half-mast trousers. That's what he's doing. Yeah. How dare he? Criticising the Prime Minister about the fact that there's no, techie engineers in the UK because they're all buggering off. Well, you might remember Galileo. The satellite. Yeah, the EU satellite for GPS and all that. And for military use and all that as well. Yeah. Well, the UK got barred from that. Well, the UK said they don't want them to do it. That's probably because of European Court Justice again. Oh dear. So we're not in that. So the people who are working on the Galileo project, because it was the UK is quite big on satellites, you see. Actually in Scotland as well, I believe. Was it Wales? I remember, it was Wales or Scotland. Anyway, satellites, making the satellites, man. People, a lot of those techies, those boffiny type people with big brains, they're shipping out to where they can build their satellites, basically, But where does that leave us with, trying to get more boffins, people with big brains, training them up, when you've got no work placements for them? Because the industry is leaving the UK. Yeah, they're going. Because of Brexit. They need access to, people with big brains. But also tech. And, and access to the market. That isn't hampered with masses of red tape. So we've got nowhere to train these people anyway. Well, it's much reduced, to be fair. I'm not a sort of blanket thing, obviously. But, so there is James Dyson criticising the government, and what's causing it is Brexit And he doesn't want to admit that, does he? No. Because, you know what you say. I just want my Brexit. Because I want my 1400 plus vacuum cleaners. Or something like that, I don't know. Oh, God, what did he do? He shipped out, didn't he? To Singapore or somewhere, didn't he? Yeah, he buggered off. And then he came back again. So he got his residency over there, then came back, got residency back in the UK or something like that. You know, or registered his business. He probably got enticed back with money or whatever. You know, the only reason why this hand's there because they keep getting huge bungs, isn't it, from the government? Taxpayers' money. Your money. Well, not yours, Gingers. Well, all Joe's. It's not assuming the UK has to follow regulations on which it has no say in order to survive. No. Ooh. Manbonk says, Allshorts, I need to get my laptop so I can welcome everyone without typing their fucking names. Okay, good idea. Cheers, buddy. Oh, dear. YouTube algorithm or trolls, probably a bit of both. Notifications are absolutely diabolical with YouTube at the moment, though. Yeah, I know. Oh, none of mine go out. It's like at the moment I've got 29 people at the minute, which is low. That is low, very low, actually. So the likelihood of actually getting any super chats, what have you, with such a low amount of viewers is pretty slim, isn't it? You know, because I see all the regulars here, and everyone's already been more than generous. So, in fact, your hair I do appreciate, to be fair. But yeah, Casper Northerner, hello there. Mm-hmm. Well, Putin said last year that the Russians had a plan to go to the moon. And well, Putin said this year the Russians had a plan to go to the moon. They say it every year. Well, Elon Musk had a plan to go to Mars, but that didn't pan out too well. It blew up. Oh dear. I tell you what though, I understand. I want to support this, scientific research like that. I really do. But when I see that amount of fuel just being spent and then spat everywhere, and I think, crikey, you're just destroying the planet. You're not trying to save it. Good evening, Karen Douglas. I hope you're well. We've just been talking about bendy bananas. Yeah. Because I saw the article you said. I saw it in the, London Economic. And it was rather interesting. You missed my first bit. You might want to listen to that because it's a bit silly. But anyway, the Daily Mail readers, they're not very happy as the EU bendy banana law is set to remain in the UK. Yeah, obviously the Daily Mail readers are all gammons. They can't help it. They're all red-faced and sweaty and angry. Poor little bananas. Well... So the readers of the Daily Mail have expressed their dismay. This is the level of that paper. Dismay after, EU rules dictating the shape and the curve of bananas are set to remain in the UK. It doesn't really do that. It's you bendy banana. That can't. No. The ministers announced this week that they have ditched their promise to complete a post-Brexit bonfire of remaining EU-era laws by the end of the year. Oh dear. Now, Kemi Badenoch, you probably saw, she got criticised, didn't she? Yeah. Jacob Rees-Mogg criticised her. And then all of a sudden, today, he's saying, I think we need to support the Prime Minister, or we're done for. He's probably, Maybe I was a bit reactive when he heard the announcement by Kemi Badenoch. He's all upset he was, because the sunset clause wasn't going to happen. Oh, and he loved it, didn't he? He loved the sunset clause. He was all angry, I reckon. Oh. Yes, he got his goat. But then he thought about it today, or maybe he had a bit of reprimand from the Prime Minister, or whatever, I don't know. And decided that maybe we're done for if we don't actually, go ahead or support the Prime Minister. So, the revoker, still going to revoke her. And, nice one, cheers, buddy. Oh, doggy treats. Talk about doggies at the back there. Oh, I've got two in there at the minute. I've got a Pandora snoring. Oh, a little waddy looks so cute. I'll show you in a minute. Well, I reckon that's at least 600 odd laws are going to be revoked. It might be more, might be less. And that'll be all the ones about around workers' rights, you see. But at least it's not 4,000 odd, I suppose. Which would be an absolute... Now, she acknowledged there are risks of legal uncertainty to automatically scrapping the laws by the end of the year in that sunset clause, she says. She says she did back up her, the ministers and what have you, the people and, her little minions, saying it wasn't her decision, it was their decision, sorry, it was her decision. I read through it and I looked at it. Why didn't they do it before? Or they just left it until, now. They had plenty of opportunity to understand what this thing means. Enough people have been talking about it, enough stuff has been flying about it. They must know. Of course they know. Well, in a written statement to the MPs, Kemi Badenoch, oh God, I don't like her, said ministers will amend the bill to replace the current sunset with a list of 600 EU laws to be revoked by the end of the year. Now that's more kind of, how to put it, a little bit more, a little more sensible. It means they might actually read the laws in the first place, understand what things they're going to delete. We'll still fully take back control, she says, of our laws, and then you've got the things you have got control of the laws. That's rubbish. To say that they're not even EU laws. Come to our statute. No, they just were. And also, they spent a huge amount of money to change the laws back then. Because obviously you can't have the word EU in it and stuff like that, you see. It doesn't work like that, you see. They had to make it so it's relevant to the UK, otherwise the laws don't even mean anything. And I can't remember what it was. I did read somewhere that was a lot of money they spent, with lawyers and people to read through this stuff and change what needs to be changed. Or did they just control F, find, change EU with UK? Maybe copy and replace. No, delete and replace. That's it, or something like that. Oh dear, was that cut and replace? Oh, well. Among the newly saved laws in EU Regulation number 1333/2011, governing the standards and the requirements in the banana sector. What was that, Banana Republic? Well, the quality standards are needed so that people know what they are buying, and that the produce meets their expectations. Although to say that the straight and bendy bananas are banned is a bit of a stretch. They're not banned. They just put somewhere else. They're used in something else. Now, the Commission Regulation 225794 identifies certain restrictions for fruits that producers have to conform to in order to sell their produce in the EU. It's not rocket science, really. It's all a bit bananas, if you ask me. Well... There was something I felt. I really do feel. I need to share with you. Actually, there's a couple of things I want to share with you. I'll start with this one.
Nigel's a model, you know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy cat. Oh, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
Oh, gross. Sorry. I was a little bit naughty in there. I'll do so. That wasn't too. Wasn't too saucy for you, was it? You get a bit hot on the collar, gingers. You're getting all like sexed up there, were you? Hey? No, okay. Maybe not. We've got 40 people though. Oh, dear. Good evening, Oraman. I hope you're well. Oh, God, crikey. Oh, we didn't fall into that one. Absolutely disgusting, says Smith. Michael's people immigrate to avoid saying this. It's pretty foul, isn't it? Oh, my God. Oh, they're having down in Bournemouth. There's a Conservative Party conference going on in Bournemouth. Well, you know her. I'm not doing it to you. Angela Jenkins, the one who likes to put a finger up at people. Remember this one? I'll show you. There you go. This woman, Angela Jenkins, lovely, isn't she? Yeah, she looks like a bendy banana. She looks more like a plantain. Plantain? Yeah, it's plantain. Oh, well. I don't know whether to show you this or not. This is ridiculous. Oh my word! Oh, I can't help myself. Oh dear! Oh, what a shame. Don't worry. This isn't censored, but maybe it should be. Or mooted, at the very least. That's Andrea. That's Andrea Jenkins doing a rendition for our King, King Charles the Fair. Hang on. No, not 2 minutes of that. Nope. Let's skip a bit. She gets a high note in a minute. It's just a high note. I know, that's terrible. No, skip a bit more. Oh my Gideon! Where's that cat? God's sake! Oh, it was awful. What do you say? You think that was awful? Or did you enjoy it? Do we play it again? Requests in the chat, thank you. No? Okay, maybe not. Hello, Mark's biggest fan. Just tuned in there in this tower book. Oh, I'm very sorry then. Benji, you've only just turned up. I think I need to repeat something for Mark's biggest fan because he is my biggest fan.
Nigel's a model, you know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy, poor pussy cat.
That's just for you, Marcus' biggest fan.
For my love's going to leave me.
but new.
Sorry. I will pay never to hear that again. Oh dear, Jimmy Somerville would be so proud. Oh my god, Jimmy Somerville! Oh my giddy aunt. Oh, cocky little blonde guy with the jeans. Yeah. Oh my god! I have to admit, I did tickle when I saw that. I did tickle. Actually, no, it was actually somebody here. Actually, probably it might be here, who notified me of that clip. So I thought I would, mate. Oh, it's probably demonetised me now, isn't it? Oh, that's what it's done, isn't it? I'll be a bit surprised. Hello, Danny Blase. Oh, Jimmy Somerville would be proud. Danny Blase says. Oh, Damson Bushram. No, not again. Again. Sounds like she stepped barefoot on. Barefoot on Lego. Oh my god, that bring back memories, you know. Having so many flipping kids, you know, they just leave toys everywhere. I have to admit, but ours were quite good, really, because we did instill the habit into them at an early age to make sure they clear their mess up. You kind of got to get them to, you know, to pull their weight because we had so many of them. They were everywhere. We were breeding like rabbits, we were. Well, actually, me and the missus have got 2. Caroline had 4 in my previous marriage. But anyway, that's 6 kids, all fairly young. Toys everywhere. Lego, most definitely. Yeah. Actually, a lot of Duplo as well with the little ones. We used the Duplo train set. I always loved that Duplo train set. It was fun. Anyway. Oh, no, help! I'm having a mental breakdown. Even I sing better than that. I know it's terrible, isn't it? The thing is, these people think they're good. That's the thing, you know. Yeah, they think they sound wonderful. It's a bit like X Factor, and they sit there and stand on the cross, don't they? They give it all. And the only people they ever actually see or sung to is their family. Usually mummy. And mummy says, oh, you're so good, you should go on X Factor. Well, that doesn't always pan out very well, does it? No. Chris Fisher, you first, our ears, and now our eyes. Oh, most definitely. You know me. Sorry. Oh, no, this is too much. I'll complain to the ECHR. Oh, the European Courts of Human Rights, or are you talking about the Convention? Isn't that in the EU? Oh, no, of course it's not. But according to Brexiteers, it is. I was listening this morning, and they're getting really confused. Really confused. To be fair to the guy, actually, when he realised, when he was put right, who was that again? Oh, anyway, somebody put him right. I can't remember what show it was on LBC Radio. And to be fair to him, he did actually, I didn't know that. And he admitted it, and he goes, okay, that's fair enough then. And I thought I was okay, People can learn, even though they've made a mistake. They've had stuff drummed into their brains that isn't true, or distorted truths and stuff like that. And maybe they are for the turning, to the right side. Not the dark side, no. We don't want that, you see. Oh, you see that? See what's happened there? It's the evolution of Brexit. Monkeys. What's that side? Monkeys. Well, you really don't want me to unsub that, Since Mark's the biggest fan, please don't. I'm a sadist, I can't help it, sorry. Oh, there. Turns out hot things are hot. Who knew? They are. What, you talking about Nigel Farage? No wonder you're losing subs playing Farage and Andrew. Sheesh, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? What do we do, fluffy bunnies or something? I don't know. I've got a clip here somewhere of some mounting tortoises. Where is that? I don't know. Well. Oh, the darling lassie told she had talent by the family, but can he sing? Damn, no, it's a shame. No, but oh, God, Andrew, she's like Andrea Leadsom. Is he Andrea's hair? So I can't see no Andrea's hair, so it must be the name. Andrea Leadsom, Andrea Jenkins. Andrea Leadsom the other day, she was drawn over the coals, or sort of, but I was thinking it was Politics Live. She looked really odd. That was after the Tories got devastated in the polls. It was good to see, I must say. Well, Nick Young says some learn by making mistakes, and need to start worrying about those who don't. I know, and we all make mistakes because I'm as somebody who works with wood, as somebody who makes things. When you got doing a joint. Let's say I'm doing a dovetail joint or a haunch tenon or something like that, and I make a boob. I've either got to find a way of actually patching that up, correcting what the mistake I've made, or I start again. Either way, you should learn by it, and next time you'd hope you'd be a little bit better than you were last time. Especially your creative skills and what have you. Well, they'll be, they're going to disappear anyway with AI, aren't they, in a few years' time, as it seems. It's AI, for me, is, it's a massive worry. I'm not talking about Terminator and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I did a video about that, I know, but it's a bit silly. But we never know, actually, to be fair. But creative skills. Now, I think society is on creativity, the ability to express yourself, is what makes society. And makes it so we're not all flipping robots. Whether or not you're into art, you like to draw, you like paint, or you're an architect, or I don't know, anything like that. Creativity, it comes in all different forms, whether you sing, poetry. If you've got AI that can do that job, I think I should listen earlier, actually. It was on Matt Fry's show. There was actually an architect. He came on there. Actually, we were talking about AI. Actually, I was hoeing with my Dutch hoe. Not Dutch hoe. No, it wasn't. I wasn't hoeing Dutch hoe. I had my matlock. I was doing furrows, matlock. I was planting broccoli. That's it. Sort of sowing broccoli. Anyway, Matt Fry was on, and he was this guy come on, and he's an architect, and that was his worry. But he wasn't worried about his job so much. He's more worried about the future of humanity and what have you, and how creativity could become suppressed. And without that, I think that'd be very sad. And I think we'll end up with a lot of depression. Because we need outlets, you see. At the moment, I'm using this. You see, I'm out there to express my anger on the day. Listen to the flippin' radio. Make me angry. That it was. Oh. Oh, hey, I'll have a look. Did you leave a message there as well? Oh, dear. Wee. Show. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Yeah, there we go. Oh, cheers, buddy. Oh, nice one. Oh, I much appreciate, my friend. I really do. Oh, I'll send you a message later, actually, because I'm not. Yeah, I'll tell you about it later. I'll send you an email. Joe, Madmonk33, he's created us or swelling. Mistakes are modifications. Well, they are. And also, we not just learn about mistakes, we actually learn other ways of doing stuff. You know, we evolve through our mistakes. You know, and sometimes positive. Sometimes a mistake can be a positive action, and something else evolves from that mistake. A bit like them discovering, argument's sake, the recent discovery of the biggest explosion in the abyss, in space. Yeah, all these millions of light years ago. And I reckon it's bigger than our solar system, or so many times bigger than our solar system. It's massive. Amount more energy than the sun, so many million times over, or something stupid. Anyway, this is, but they fell upon that. They were trying to do something else, and then they found it. I think that's what happened. Something like that. Oh, Mount 33 says, Joe Marios, petrol mower, so I put my hand on the... Oh, don't do that. On the hot bit. It's called the exhaust, probably the muffler. Yeah, that does get hot. Now, when I was in the UK, all those many years ago, I test drove a couple of bikes. One was, what was it again? It was a Yamaha version of, I think it was Yamaha version of what I got now, which is I got Suzuki's GXX 1400, sort of muscle bike type, and the exhaust come up quite high at the back, and I put my leg on it, and I burnt a big chunk outside my flipping leg on the exhaust. And my daughter, who was also on the back as well, and she actually, burnt inside her leg as well, to take for a test ride and that. And then I took one of them Harley, what was it called again? It was a really long bike. The thing is, because I'm short, I've got short legs, short arms, and the bike was too flipping long. I couldn't reach the bars, the straight bars. I couldn't bend, I couldn't go around corners. No, I felt like Batman. That's what I looked like on that Batman. Yeah, on his bike. Yeah, so I came to what turn. Cheers for Mugs, big fan. That's funny. Okay, I won't do that one again. Well, which part of the normal did you touch? I was on my mower today. Actually, I made a little video. Actually, I might put up later. Every mistake I've learned from is an advance in understanding. Yes, we all learn by our mistakes, and if we didn't, we wouldn't evolve. We wouldn't fall upon things that we didn't know before. It's like education, you see. No wonder you're losing subs. I know. Probably. Who thinks Sunak will get fired before the next general election? I actually do not think so. No, because at the moment he's playing the stable game. Not stable as in horses, no. A bit, being that stable part. Even though we know he's a crook and criminal, he's trying not to rock the boat too much. Hence, he's not using their rhetoric regarding the EU laws and stuff like that. But Mark Puddin Francois, he's not very happy, is he? No, he's not happy at all. Losing. Well, that sunset clause going. Get rid of all the EU laws. Just when are people going to wake up and actually realise they're not EU laws? That's just ridiculous. They didn't just get copy and pasted over. They actually got altered. Otherwise, they'd have the word EU in them. And this is, I've still got a forward in there where it says, when it says EU, we mean UK. But, dear me. These people, eh? Greetings, salutations, says Vertigo. Hello there. We we bring the last day of the gay pride to old, so going to sleep soon. Oh, are we tired, eh? You had a good time, I hope. He has no legs. What? Who has no legs?
So,
Sunak is on his last legs. He has no legs. Now, I think he's going to be there. Sorry, to answer your question, I think he's going to remain. I do. I really do think he's going to stay. I think it's too dangerous for the Tory party to say, oh, let's get rid of him now. Let's have another Prime Minister. It's a great idea. How many have we had? Well, you had flipping Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson. This is all within one, but then Boris Johnson in the next, 2019. Oh, crikey. Then we had Liz Truss and then Rishi Sunak. Was it 6 or 7? I don't know. It's just gone completely bonkers, isn't it? Oh, dear. Since the announcement of the vote, the announcement of the referendum, Moggy is now backing Richie. Yes, I saw that today. I heard about that. Yesterday he was not backing Richie, and today he's changed his mind because he realised that the Tories would be absolutely done for if they change for another Prime Minister. And I think especially if it's another right-wing Prime Minister, hard right, Prime Minister. Yeah, another Boris Johnson. That's what they want. They're all campaigning for him at the moment. Preet Patel's been out there. She's been campaigning for him. Oh, dear. Oh, crikey. Oh, I just don't know what to say. The woman's crazy. You got Bendy Bananas, right? You got Jeremy Hunt trying to make out it's got nothing to do with Brexit. That's what he's doing. So the Chancellor Jeremy Hunt insists leaving the EU is not a drag on our economy. Well, as GDP figures show that the UK is at the bottom of the G7 table, have you heard? It made a little bit of a progress, 0.1%, 0.1% in January. That was it. And now it's gone into the negative. I think it's minus 0.3% now in the last quarter. We've got no growth. And yet they're increasing the interest rates. It doesn't make any sense. You should use that tool, Andrew Bailey, to actually hamper growth. Stop people spending by making everything cost more. Or increase interest rates. So, basically. But inflation's pretty much doing that for us anyway. There's the biggest reason we're struggling to get growth in the United Kingdom. Hang on, let me just shut. There you go. Actually, no, stop that. Stop for a second. Stop saying. Yeah, the biggest reason we're struggling to get growth in the United Kingdom is because we can't get the people to do the work. And if you haven't got the people, you can't do the work. And if you can't get the work done, you can't earn the money. Honey? No. So what does Jeremy Hunt, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, say?
You always ask me this, Joel, and I'll give you the same answer. Since the referendum, we've grown faster than Germany. And so it is just simply not the case that Brexit is the issue.
He lies as well.
But the real issue is not whether other countries are suffering more than us. We're all in the same boat. The question is, do you have the right plan?
We're not in the same boat.
What do the International Monetary Fund say? They say the British economy is on the right track. What did the Governor of the Bank of England say yesterday? He said that
increase interest rates.
Measures that I took in the budget and the autumn statement, growth will now be higher than the Bank of England thought. And what are we saying? We are saying, look, this is not an easy time for families. We're going to help in every way we can, but we're going to stick to our plan to get inflation down and growth up, because that's what matters.
You've made that point. And just be very clear, how big a drag on growth is Brexit?
Well, if you look at other countries
Heck of the lies
that did not leave the EU, I don't believe it is. The figures don't show that, do they? The figures show, for example, since we left the single market, that we've grown faster than France or Italy.
Lies. Germany hasn't done too brilliant on growth. They're 0.1% growth, so they ain't done brilliant on growth. But France is over nearly 3%. And look at the USA. USA's 5.6% growth. 5% increase. Sorry, this is increases since if you use the argument or 2019, the pandemic, beginning of the pandemic, France is, the UK is like at the bottom. I mean, literally, is like flatlined. And France is just under 3%. The US is like 5.6 or something like that, I think it is, right? 5.6% growth. But I'm not surprised that the US are doing well. Because they're making investments where they need to. They're encouraging, well, headhunting almost, techie companies in the UK to set up in the EU, in the US. They just are. That's what they're doing. There's so many incentives out there for tech businesses to set up themselves in the United States and gain massive subsidies. What's the UK do? Well, not enough, obviously. There's not the incentive. And besides, it doesn't really matter. They have the biggest incentives in the world. At the end of the day, if you haven't got a route to market, whether it be the massive market in the US, because we've got no free trade with the US, even though it's promised to us, we leave the EU, we could join, we could become a free trade deal with the United States. Massive market, 350 million people, GDP of 23 trillion. Oh, it'll be fantastic. But they said, sod you. Don't like what you done to our island. No, island, yeah. They didn't weigh that one up very well, did they? No. And then, no, see, Donald Trump, he was the same. He was going to have none of it. No, not at all. So he's lying. Again. He can't help himself.
I don't think Brexit's a factor.
Enough of him. Don't like him. No. Look what he did to the NHS. Smirky. Oh, he's a slimy. That's what he is. Anyway. Paris in the Philippines. Fuck me, he's still alive. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently he is. Yeah, I don't know, he looks rather gaunt, doesn't he? He does run a lot. Don't he do the marathon or something? He does run a lot, but it looks like he does. Yeah, I think he's been on keto too long. Daddy Blase's hello again. Tories don't get tasted. Hope you're well. Oh, even there, Tories don't get tasted. Hope you're well, my friend. Germany was to be expected as they no longer have access to natural gas. That's their biggest problem, is because obviously they were getting all the gas from Russia, weren't they? And it wasn't that obviously didn't help their economy. Although they've done very well getting rid of the nuclear power stations, and but also it's one for Scotland. Do you realise that Scotland is not Scotland? Well, it might be Scotland. Wind power in general is obviously they play a major part to it because it's a windy place, actually. See, it's all mountainy and stuff. Yeah, and the higher up you see, they're higher up the country, so obviously they're closer to the clouds. So yeah, wind. Well, anyway, wind power is one of the major providers. It's the major provider of electricity recently. I thought, oh, that's cool. Oh, actually, I might even have a link for that here, so I can show you. So Oh no, that's not. No. Oh no, I didn't. That's the other one. Well, no, this is different. This is actually in the US, but in the UK, what I was saying a minute ago was true if you look it up. But also in the US, wind and solar energy saved Texans, with their cow horns and stuff. Yeah, 11 billion in 2022. The problem with the energy market is the way it's priced. Using fossil fuels as a baseline for the pricing, even for wind and solar energy. So what ended up happening is during the during this energy crisis is that they end up getting massive flipping tax. Get taxed to hell, didn't they? More than anyone else, because they were making huge amounts of money because it's the cheapest form of energy. But there you go. People are mad. Oh, powers in the Philippines, pure blood. Oh, keep them insisting Brexit is not to blame. It makes their lies easier for the public to see now. I know. It's just, that's the thing is, they are literally just off the tongue, one after the other, lie after lie after lie after lie, and we can just see the wood from the trees now, because you can't use the pandemic anymore. You can't, even the energy crisis and what have you, it's pretty blue and obvious, isn't it? And You know, the energy crisis doesn't necessarily cause a shortage of people. No. And we're not making them anymore. Oh my God, talking about people. Oh dear, people. And the fact we're not making them anymore. Oh, God's sake. Oh dear. I've got to show this to you. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Now, I'm very worried. For Max Roach-Bear, he might have to get jiggy with it. He's been criticised, he is, because he's got dogs. Yeah, he's been criticised by the flippin' Pope. I know he's not an Italian, but he lives in Italy, okay? But yeah, the Pope tells young Italians to stop being selfish and egotistical and have more children instead of pets. Oh dear. Well, so what are you going to do? You ain't got time to watch me. Go get on with it. Are you not in Italy? Oh, okay. Well, we've got a problem everywhere. We've got reducing population in the sense we've got the population implosion because we're not making them anymore. I know we've got displaced people, so it appears that we've got more people, but we're not actually producing our own anyway. So we're going to need the displaced people, whether it be for global migration and what have you, and that's, climate crisis migration. Is it climate crisis? What do they call it now? Anyway, people suffering because they're getting too hot and they can't grow their crops, they've got no water and stuff like that. You look what's gone in Italy at the moment, and here in France. The reservoirs in Italy are almost dry. There was some aerial footage. I was going to show you that, I forgot. But yeah, there was some aerial footage. I'm doing that over stream. Of going across the, what's the name of that river now? Leading to the reservoir. It's the levels. And that's after the winter. It's not going to fill up now, unless we get some crazy rain. See, the thing about reservoirs and aquifers are like underwater reservoirs, you see. And they're like porous rock, and they hold the water. But they don't fill up just like that. They take time. So if you have too much water all at once, it just runs off the top, because everywhere's waterlogged. And it ends up into the rivers and the seas and stuff like that. It don't end up into our reservoirs or the aquifers. It's a case of a little bit, but often. You know, rain at night, so I have a sunny day. That's what I want. No, but then the grass will grow like crazy, wouldn't it? Oh. Sick of grass already. Anyway, so the Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, isn't she lovely? No, also pledges that her government will do anything, or everything it can to reverse the rapidly falling birth rate in Italy. Oh, prima nuptia maybe. No? Okay. But warns that the country must not turn to surrogacy as an answer. Oh, look, he's angry about it. Oh, make more kids, will you? We need to brainwash them. Into religion, maybe. Anyway, so he accused him of being selfish and egotistical. And it's not just Italy, everywhere's got this, like I say, some problems with making babies. Well, I've done videos about this before, but people think I'm absolutely loony. But the fact is that there's peer-studied reviews that our sperm does not swim straight. Okay? I said it. And it's got nothing to do with being gay or anything like that. It's just that the sperm is struggling to swim straight. Not everybody's, obviously. But some sperm swim around in circles, and when the time it gets there, round and round and round and round and round. Oh, there's the egg! It dies. Well, it's just not getting there. Yeah. Because of PFA chemicals and all that. These studies are peer-reviewed, that's not, that's lies, that's fact. And this has been happening for a long period of time. And there's a set of studies on, it's like I can't talk about this again, on sperm counts over the last few years, since the 70s, and the trajectory of the male sperm count has been going down, 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 down. We're foreign duds, people. Oh dear. Well, he will speak with the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni in an effort to urge political leaders to reverse a demographic winter. Okay, in the country, which last year saw a population dip of more than 300,000 people. Well, you can take some more refugees then, can't you? Yeah, don't leave them on that boat for France to go and have to pick them up, you plonkers. Yeah. Oh, horrible. Well, Anyway, after blasting couples who were choosing to have pets instead of children, the Pope said dedicated resources should be diverted to help them grow families, adding it was necessary to plant the future with hope. What are they going to do? They're going to ban condoms? Maybe. Well, let us not resign ourselves to sterile dullness and pessimism. Francis told an annual gathering of a pro-family organisations in Rome. Let us not believe that the history is already marked and that nothing can be done to reverse the trend. We're not making them anymore. No, Italy had a record low of live births. I hope they're live. Anyway, live births in 2022 at 392,598, which when combined with the high number of registered deaths at 713,499, obviously something that's going to be down to COVID and what have you, has meant that the country has accelerated a demographic trend that could impact social security system. If you look what's happened in China, for instance, regarding their one-child policy, they've got an ageing population, but I don't appear that Italy's got that, because they're all pegging it. Yeah. Well, Miss Maloney, who is considered to be a right-wing leader, will be considered in Italy, and her government is backing a campaign to encourage at least 500,000 births every year by 2033. Which is the rate the demographers say is needed to protect the economy from collapse so more people can work as the rate of pensioners increase. So you're going to breed them just so we can look after the pensioners? Sod that! They're probably right-wingers. Maybe, I don't know. Or they're like in the United Kingdom. The Brexiteers. Well, the Premier ran on a pro-family campaign of God, family and fatherland, with her government proposing several measures to encourage families to have more children. Well, I imagine there's going to be more social security benefits and stuff like that, I suppose. Or taxes on condoms. Well, Italy's fertility rate is among the lowest in the world at 1.24 children per woman. That is low. Very low, in fact. Well, the UK is low now as well. I can't remember what it is now, but that's only about 1.5 or 2 or something. That's quite low. Used to be much higher. Yeah. Didn't have TV, you see, and daytime TV, and nighttime TV. We all watch television or play computer games instead of getting jiggy with it. A lack of affordable childcare, low pay. A lack of affordable childcare and low pay and unstable work are among the reasons why many women put off having children. It's not because of that. It's not. We've created a dangerous environment of toxins. We're basically poisoning our nether regions. That's what we're doing. Anyway, back to the chat. Oh. Oh, Von Nakarizer. Well, we've been talking about that, and you know what?
I am a woman, and I don't have balls.
Thanks for that, Alex. Well, a birth rate of 2.1 or higher is required for a country to survive long term. 2.1. Right, the UK used to be higher than that. I think it's below that now, isn't it? But we do have immigration, and there's a lot of displaced people in the world for various reasons, and they do need our help. They really do. You know? As long as it's not here. I'm joking. I'm not a Brexiter. No. Jasper Edwards, hello. Inflation prices destroy new human life. I don't think that helps. Definitely not. But inflation should be temporary. You know, current inflation rates. But people aren't planning that far ahead. They just get jiggy with it. And they're not getting jiggy with it like they used to. And plus they've got to get jiggy with it like 4 times more often to have any chance of actually, you know. Some people are lucky and they manage to get it first time, you know. Like a bullseye. But not everybody. No. Sometimes it takes people through shots at the, you know, at the old cherry. Blimey. I've got 6 kids. Do you want one? Well, giving away I am. They're all adults now, though. They've got degrees. Can't be bad. No. Jeremy says that is it. I'm going to Italy. You're going to lend your sperm? Well, the thing is, we know why the sperm rates have come down in the UK. It's because we're blocked them at the flipping border. That's what we've done. We're blocked. Stopped all that Viking sperm coming into the sperm banks. Yeah, that's all pretty much stopped coming in. All that lovely Viking sperm. Like Norway and places like that. Nordic sperm. Oh, saucy. Oh, well, there might be a reason. It's not going to help, is it? Because fertility treatments and stuff like that. Not everyone, can have children. Not normally, but normally, doing what they do. You know what I mean? Well, Gingers are asked, we tried, but the bastards don't understand. No means no. What? What's that? Gingers, what did you just say? I can't find it now. Turn them off. I said no. What? Can't say that. Why do the ancient Tory voters want to crush their own care? Good point. Yeah, because they're all old and I don't think they put two and two together. To be fair, no. They thought there's massive unemployment in the UK. There's millions of people unemployed in the UK, and they could all do the jobs that the UK immigrants, migrants, people from the EU, hard-working people. They thought they'd be replaced with British people. But no. What they did fail to recognise is the fact that not everybody. There's a reason why they, if they haven't got a job now, there's a reason why they ain't got a job. In many cases, they're not employable. Or they don't want to work. It could be that as well. But, many of them, and they're not employed. Lots of them are not employed. Some have got either really bad, they had a really bad life, and they're, a bit screwed up and what have you, and others might have gone to drugs and all sorts of stuff. And those are reasons why people might not be, might be permanently unemployed. But it's not like the recent, what was it, but the Chancellor of the Exchequer bringing out about trying to encourage disabled people into work. Now, the thing you've got to understand about disabilities are there's no two disabilities the same. They're all different, aren't they? They're all different. My son's disabled. He's in a wheelchair, and he's a condition called torsion to stone. And he can walk about 10 yards, and that's about it. But most of the time, he has to spend it in a wheelchair, and you won't catch him sitting up in the chair like I am at the moment. He wants to lay on the floor all the while because he's in constant pain. Spasms and what have you because of his condition. There's. The thing is, not as though he can do call work, you see, because vocal cords are all buggered up. He struggles to speak. People can't understand. You have to be with him sometime to actually understand what he's saying. We do. Somebody have to get him to repeat himself. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind being asked to say it again. This is how it is. But he ain't gonna do a call centre work, is he? He can't sit at a chair for long periods of time. Working on a computer and what have you. He just can't sit there. He struggles. He really does struggle. So for him to get into any kind of mainstream work is for the birds. And besides, the PIPS payments and the system at the moment doesn't really give you the ability to take on any work because you kind of almost have to reapply. It's a mess. It's completely a mess. Mrs. Millenhead. Oh, is Satan religious? Oh, that's an interesting question. I wonder. Is God religious? Or is he just a narcissist? I don't know. He wants everybody to love him, doesn't he? Well, Chris Fisher says we have to stand for ourselves before we can claim back what's been taken, I imagine. Taken? Or token? Token? What's been taken? What's been taken, I imagine. But, at the moment, as things are, how else can we do it? As Care said, the point the UK needs social contract. That is, people. Scotland has one, and so we need a constitution. Maybe one that's not written in like in the US like hundreds of years ago. It's a bit outdated now. We need a modern constitution. And maybe right into that something about I don't know. I shall not do AI or something like that, and destroy the human race. I don't know, something. No gun laws, thank you. Well, gun laws, you have to get rid of guns, not say we can bear arms, don't you that luck? No. Marcus the biggest fan says British soldiers died fighting on Europe's beaches in order for today's British youth to fight on Europe's idyllic beaches. Do you think they miss us? Bring on the biometrics and the 4-hour queues. I know. That's going to be a mess. I think it'll iron out, though, in time, the biometrics. I think once they've got all our biometrics... Don't forget, this is talk about sovereignty. What we're doing is we're giving away our personal information, personal data, security data, such as biometrics, not just flashing your passport, say, okay, I am who I am. You're giving the fingerprints. You're doing a rectal probe. Okay, I'm kidding about that bit, but you know what I mean. All your biometrics will end up on databases in the EU, which the UK has no control over. So much for sovereignty. They can control us. Yeah, maybe there'll be a chip in it or something like that. You know. Like Andrew Bridgen is, oh my giddy aunt. He's joined the retrain, something or other party with Lawrence Fox. Now Lawrence Fox has got, him, crazy man. So he's now got an actual minister in his party. Thought it was just him. Oh dear. Well, UKIP has done very poorly. Oh, they were battered in the polls, weren't they? And the rejoin party. Oh, not the rejoin. Oh dear, sorry. Well. Oh, I get on. Everything's gone to pot. Well, Richard Leis's party, he's he must be crying in his cornflakes, I reckon, after his results in the polls. Done very badly, didn't they? Marcus Biggs fan says, if all sinners go to hell and all of us are guilty of original sin, it's an easy it's an easy buy. Oh, cheers, buddy. Nice one. It's an easy buy to just pretend that you're sorry. Yeah, to pretend that you're sorry. There's no sincerity, is there? When you say sinners, are you referring to Conservatives? Because they're pretty much all sinners, aren't they? You know, thou shalt not, it's going to be in the Constitution, you see. Oh, thou shalt not, watch tractor porn in Parliament. That actually shocked me. I'll be honest with you, I'm a quite open-minded geezer, but crikey. The gall of the man to think that he wasn't going to no one's going to notice him watching porn on his flipping phone in Parliament. And then give us no spiel about, I think there was an accident. I was checking out the latest tractor. Or something like that. I don't know. It's gone mad. The world's gone mad. And these Tories, that's just one lie after another, and they're expected to believe that. Well, he got kicked out, didn't he? And then he complained, because others didn't, and they did worse, to be honest. He was only enjoying himself, wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, dear. Let's move off that one. Let's bring it up here. Marcus, Scotland has 3 constitutional bills in a drawer ready for independent Scotland when we start. I still worry about the border. I really do. Do you know why? Because Northern Ireland. Oh, my kiddie on. How long does that take to get the Windsor Framework? Is that what you're going to have, the Windsor Framework? Is it possible to have just an open border there? If you want to rejoin the EU? I don't think so. Because you can have red lanes and green lanes and then all the others. I'll tell you what though, be prepared though, and might not be a problem because the rest of the UK is not UK, Britain. well, actually the UK, everything is going to be, just to go down the old green lane, you see, it's got labels on it saying, not destined for the EU. So they'll be ready for you. Might be. Colin Barrett says, cheers, Alistair. Colin Barrett, yeah, as an Irish person, I hear a lot of grumbling from the rest of the world. A coup at passport control these days. Ooh, I don't like it. No. Rejoin, ask to join, and wait 20 years. I know, it's what it feels like. I know I'm quite negative towards, not the idea of rejoin, obviously, but I'm quite negative to rejoining because I can't see it happening. I want it to happen, obviously I do. I can't see it. I think the only hope is if the Tory party completely and utterly devastated in the next general election, then maybe the Labour and Liberal Democrats, or crikey, if Liberal Democrats and Greens get together, they join hands and it becomes a coalition government. Well, then obviously they're going to push for rejoining the EU, which means, oh crikey, all that money that's been spent. God, you realise that our gross domestic product in the United Kingdom is the same as our debt. When they say we've got more to spend, it only means they can borrow more. We're not. Well, you look at our GDP. We've got no growth. In fact, we had less GDP in last year than we did during COVID. COVID. Oh, I've got Leslie here. Hello, Leslie. And Alistair. Oh, Paris in the Philippines says, Colin, do you think... Colin, what did Colin say? Oh, is he here? I can't see Colin. Oh, he is. Colin Barrett says, yeah, as an Irish person, oh, yeah, passport control. I said that, didn't I? And then... I love those big tractor rubbers. Oh, and they saucy. Do you know what the funny thing is? I've mentioned this before, but the first thing I did when I heard this, I did a search for tractor porn. And do you know what came up? Him. It was a number one search. And next to that was all these pictures of John Deere's with naked women and naked men. I didn't expect to see that bit, but there you go, I did. Oh dear. Mark's the biggest fan says, then he did it again on purpose and admitted it. I know, it's nuts, isn't it? Oh, that was twice, wasn't it? I remember now. Crikey. Oh, God. That's in their bay. A bay. It's a beer. I got a beer. And I had one for about, 3 days. Anyway, I'm not keen on the size of their exhausts. And, what? Mark's the biggest fan says, I'm not keen on the size of their exhausts. And they're all burnt looking. Oh, a bit worn. You know. I don't smoke. No, I don't smoke. Well, actually, only during intercourse. No, okay. Oh, so about delivery marks. That was terrible. Anyway, common travel area marks. It will be trade checks. Well, we've already got trade checks, haven't we? And with the Windsor framework, we're still going to get checks. It's just they've just limited them a little bit because obviously the green and red lanes. It still means there's a massive amount of red tape, so you can get into these green lanes. And then you've got the trusted trader scheme, which means people got to sign up for it, and it's not going to help the small traders. All it's going to help is the big people with loads of money who can afford it. Even they might say it isn't worth it. Leslie, Mad Monk says to Leslie, thanks for joining us here. Yes, thank you, Leslie. Nice to see you. I recognise your little favicon avatar. Because I do read the comments, as you probably already know. I can't always reply to them, but I do scan through them and read them. It is more of a flash through and read. And sometimes I'll comment, and sometimes I'll put either likes and and loves. No? Okay, I won't do that again. A trade border is expected, but it's not for people passing. It'll be for goods passing, but that would be yeah, well, necessary, obviously. But with people passing, we're going to have the biometrics, aren't we? So, oh, I forgot. Oh, the e-gates. Got to have the e-gates. You see, you know, Mr.
They're now British fish, and they're better and happier fish for it.
Yeah, got to have the e-gates. That's fine. If people had the e-gates, it'd be fine, wouldn't it? Yeah. You seem to forget that they're at the actual airports, not at the ferry ports. Well, Jasper says, I miss audio cassettes. Oh my giddy yard. What you got, what, tape to tape? What? No? What, twin reel? What about 8-track? But he missed copying stuff. But the sound quality when you used to copy stuff was terrible. Oh my god, I couldn't stand it. No. And then obviously you can copy on the CDs. Well, you can copy anyway now, can't you? It's so flipping easy to copy. Especially if you've got OBS software. I'm a rubber paddy, said salty camera. I wish it would just stop. Oh, what? Sorry, I'm talking Scottish indie, says Chris Fisher. Okay. Oh, you can tell Mrs. Allshorts is away. Mr. Allshorts is on most nights. Not complaining because I'm lonely. Oh, not lonely, are you, buddy? You can always come and say hello. Yeah, so we say hello. We always catch up other times. But yeah, the missus in England, she is. Well, I think it's Monday, actually. I think Monday my daughter's going to be popping a baby. Well, actually, they're going to cut her open. Or actually, they're just going to use the zip that they inserted last time. And there should be a little baby boy in there, apparently. Yeah, that's what they said with the scan. But yeah, there's a little boy in there. And it should be popping out on Monday, supposedly. It's just going to be sterilised at the same time. She's got 4. I can't talk because I've got 6. Including her. Joe Merrill says Mogg is laughing stock around. I know. Oh, that he's just. Is it me or is he getting skinnier? He doesn't fit his suits. His suits don't fit him. Are they off the shelf? Well, someone with all that money would have them fitted because they definitely don't fit him. There's nothing under there holding them up. I was like a broom handle or something with a head stuck on the top. Wish it was on a spike. Mad Monk 33, if you're bored, you can contact me. I don't have a life. Oh, you do. Well, you always call me. I'm quite busy doing the days, mine. But if you send me a message, I'm happy to have a chat, mate. There you go. You probably get enough of me. Mark is the biggest fan. Anyone can move to Ireland from the UK and gain citizenship. Takes 5 years residence and a bit of paperwork. Nothing more. Oh, that's interesting. I think my grandfather was Irish, actually. He died when I was very, very young, but I keep meaning to check that out. I haven't. But his name was Thomas. So yeah. Evening better late than never, says Vincent. Hello there. Marcus, really? All the Irish people I talked to said that too. Living doll. Oh my god. Simon says 55. Oh, we come back. I got an old tape where Neil, the young ones, called in when oh my god, that was brilliant. That was. Anyone remember that? The duo with Cliff Richard, and the young ones and Neil. Oh, that's so funny. Living doll. That's brilliant. I thought you were referring to my clip, which I'm not allowed. I've been paid not to play it. So I'm so tempted, I can't help myself. I don't know Mark's as big as fan. I might have to press the button. Oh dear, of Nigel Farage taking his shirt off. But apparently I'm not allowed to. Well, anyway, I'm going off track here. Oh God, I've gone over time already. Oh dear, what me? No, I don't do things like that. Oh dear, where was I? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. No. We don't want to watch Andrew Jenkins and a high note. No, we don't want to see that again. I did my monologue of the bananas at the beginning. So if you hadn't heard that, you might want to. It's a bit ridiculous already, but there you go. To make the mockery of the bananas. There's about 400 or 500 words I wrote, but there you go. I hope you appreciate that, me writing this stuff. It doesn't just happen, you know, you have to write it. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. There we go. Oh my god, this is it. This is a little reminder.
Brexit hasn't been a triumph.
Oh, it's the wrong one. That one.
I am a woman and I don't have balls.
Oh no, yeah, snowflake. She's gone extremely woke. She has. Now, I tried to find the clip again, but she was complaining. She was to Chrissy in GB News. Yeah, she was moaning and groaning. And said, "Alistair Campbell's been all aggressive." At one point, he had his arm there. Like that. He did. His arm was there. Yeah, she's been all woke. She was. Little snowflake. That's what she was. A little snowflake was. Well, Alex Phillips. Now, Alex Phillips, you don't know who she is. She used to work for Cambridge Analytica. Oh, you know, the people who ripped us off. Well, bribed. Well, yeah. Basically, no, they were given it. They were given a load of data from Facebook, and they used it to gain. Well, they used it to brainwash people during the Trumpian elections and Brexit they were involved in. Well, she said she didn't work for him. She said it was a lie. And later on, a recording of her saying that, a phone call actually, where she admitted that's who she's working for. None of them are honest. She does like to spiel a load of propaganda and a load of rubbish. She can't help herself. And she's a rampant campaigner for Brexit. She even got a dress. It looks like the butcher's apron, you know, the Union Jack. It's terrible. Got that clip here somewhere. Anyway. What happened with Alistair Campbell? Oh, well, it was on the BBC. Well, he was being quite, how to put it, he was obviously very agitated. And I think he was a little bit angry. I think he's had enough, to be honest. I think we all on the right side of what's good, you know, is we had a bit enough of it, really, to be fair, because it's just mind-numbing, brain-dead kind of. Well, it's rubbish, isn't it? Brexit is rubbish. It was always going to be rubbish. It's written in its DNA. Well,
all your lies about taking back control. More money for the NHS, sovereignty, immigration, the list of it. You have failed on every
I knew you were
thing.
going to come up with, the money for the NHS. Nothing to do with me, not my campaign. And it's very rich, a man who essentially was part of telling lies to invade a country, to accuse me of dishonesty.
I think you might have lost the argument there, my dear. If I may patronise you even more, honestly.
No, that's it now.
Yes, I will.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
it. No, that's it.
No,
That's
sorry.
it.
You bring these people on. You never challenge them. You let them talk utter rubbish about Brexit, and it's happened on the BBC for year after year after year.
Okay, I am not going to take that from you. With respect, Mr. Campbell. Thank you.
You don't have to.
Thank you very much for being on the programme.
All your lies about taking.
I am a woman and I don't have balls.
She's a little snowflake. Oh, delicate little thing. That's what she is. She can't help it. No, she can't take it. No. Oh, let me. BBC Plant got really upset at being called out. Yes, she did. You're not wrong, Marx's biggest fan. Do you realise how strange that is for me to keep saying that? It's a really odd thing. Oh, Marx's biggest fan. Am I a narcissist or something? Oh, she was not, but no, of course she wasn't. She just doesn't know what that means. No. Well, she was, she was having, it's all over the place at the moment, but it's just on that Chrissy geezer. Oh, right little runt he is. And on GB News, and just having a little bit of win, she was, you know. She felt he's been aggressive. I don't know how that's aggressive, but there you go. She wants to cancel him. That's what she wants to do. That dress does not look like British made. No, probably isn't. It's like a lot of these things, isn't it? They have all the rhetoric, but they don't, you know. They talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. I've had enough, says Leslie. Why have you had enough, Leslie? Please don't have enough. Alex Felix. Oh dear. I am a bull and I don't have a woman. Oh dear. Mad Monk 33 says he's got his balls, but he doesn't have a woman. Oh dear.
I am a woman and I don't have balls.
Don't get me wrong, I love my missus and all that, but sometimes I have to admit, because I'm had for that. I'm quite a had. I actually enjoy my space in the sense that I like to, I don't know, play with stuff. No, no.
I am a woman and I don't have
not that
balls.
stuff. I mean, like my tools and stuff. Oh no. I mean, in my workshop, yes, in garden and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm really concentrating on stuff, and I'm doing stuff on my computer here and what have you, and really concentrating on stuff. And Caroline comes in, and she starts talking about stuff. How inconvenient. Oh. No, she's a good lass. She's very good to me, I'll be absolutely honest with you. She is very good to me. She washed my socks. Oh, watching your stream is way better than Eurovision. Oh, it's Eurovision. Is that what it is? Oh dear, is that what my views are low? Everyone's watching Eurovision. Why would anyone watch that? Oh dear. What about Zelensky? They barred him, they did. From making it all political. But it's already political. Doesn't make any sense. I think they should let him say something, but maybe, he could thank, but allow him to thank people and stuff. I suppose. As long as start asking for his bridge and more missiles and stuff. Can't really do that in Eurovision. That's a bit much, but maybe. I don't know. They're going to ask themselves what's more important. I think the fact that people are dying, I think that's more important. That do what we can to help them, and not put the ball, the shoe on the other foot. A lot of those Russian soldiers, they ain't got a blooming clue what's going on. It's like the brainwashed Brexiters. They don't have a clue. And they're like cannon fodder. Even their own blooming military person, they're top-notch military people are saying they're cannon fodder. They're making that public that they're cannon fodder. Talk about, keeping their morale up. Oh, they're just cannon fodder, are we? Oh, that's okay. I'll walk into the bullets then. Well, it looks like Ukraine's gained another kilometre. They've done quite well. They gained a kilometre of the front line again. So it's backwards and forwards. It reminds me of, is it Poland and Russia? Was it, the front line? Crikey. That's right. It's so sad, isn't it, Why can't we just all get on? Why do we need, why does anyone need to keep trying to gain more land? It's not as though Russia's not big enough in the first place. And there they are going on about, we don't want the UN on our border, or NATO on our border. And what are they going to do? Invade Ukraine, take over Ukraine, and put Poland on their border. That don't make any sense. Duh. Too far up. Up, there we come. Oh, Simon goes. Good night, Simon says. Okay, good night, my friend. You're watching Eurovision, are you? I will change it for you. No, you don't got to change. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Mark's his biggest fan. I know you. I recognise it now. That'll be something different. What is that? Oh dear. Colin Barrett. Pounds are the main reasons, says Colin Barrett. What are you talking about? I don't know. Missing something there. The English and the Russians are a lot more familiar with. He would like to think. Well, we've got our own Russian in the House of Lords for a start, haven't we? Both believe that misinformation from their state to their own demise. That's quite sad, isn't it? Really. I know I joke about this stuff and stuff. In some way, I don't want to joke about it in a way, but it just the way I put things over. It does stress me out, and I do worry about these things. I really do. And where the country's heading, because I think about children, obviously, and and good people, obviously. That sounded Donald Trump. And do worry about the kids and that, and their futures and what their futures what they entail. And now we've got AI in the mix. I think people need to open their eyes to that, because that is seriously worrying. It's not just whether or not ChatGPT can write something or that they can draw a picture that wins awards, even though it's well, actually the guy who did that, he did admit it, to be fair. It's a bit of an experiment. But it's the fact that it's the other stuff it can do. And every day, every week, it's being adopted into some website or some kind of system or software and stuff like that, and it's doing the thinking for us. I think that's a problem. I think where does that leave us for a start, and where does it end up? You're not going to. Well, James O'Brien is. I think he's going to. He'll lose his job, won't he? He'll lose his job. Just you start getting personality traits and stuff like that. Because it's like a transition. People get used to stuff. Things have changed, We got used to the car, for instance, instead of the trains. And, the train network's diminished somewhat. Especially here in France. There's been trains and trams everywhere. But then the car takes over. It's like everything, isn't it? We have to evolve with the times. You look at mechanisation. The physical work that was overtaken by machines. Even back then. 1900s and all that. And now we've got... Industrial Revolution, yeah. And now we've got machines that potentially, do the physical work, but then won't be long, maybe, it could do the thinking for us. Manual type, basic thinking that's doing it for us now, and be able to collate information in a way that becomes coherent. Because that's all it's doing. It's basically, it's not copy and pasting, but it's understanding data. It's understanding what it means, stuff that it's collecting, data sets that it's collecting, or live searches, because the ChatGPT system can do live searches. So, if you want to write anything or do anything with it, it does it searches there and then, and all like RoboCop, yeah. But no, not quite like RoboCop, because you're talking about Cyborg, because basically RoboCop was a cyborg, wasn't he? I think we're talking about more like Terminator. I think it is a problem, and I think AI is terrifying. It's progressing ridiculously fast, and we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We really don't. And I don't know if you realise this. I haven't mentioned this before, but Google, for instance, it's not just with AI, but that Google's been doing advanced technology regarding recognising people's what people look like through their bone structure. So basically, they can map the bone structure from the picture of somebody's face. Now, where that's dangerous, instead of biometrics and stuff like that, and that is dangerous, is that your bone structure doesn't generally change, does it? You can change the way you look and stuff like, whether you got a beard or I don't know, argument's sake, or you had like Face Off, that film Face Off with Travolta and the other geezer. What got his name now? Oh god, my memory's shit these days. But you can't change your bone structure. That's getting scary. That's not, it's not live software yet, but it will be. If you have that along with, with AI as well, all integrated together, just crikey. Swift says another 2,000 men dead in a day. What's that referring to? 2,000 men dead in a day? Are you talking about this conflict in Ukraine? Because that's horrendous. Chris Fisher! Take care, Chris Fisher! Take care, buddy. Obviously, what you want to watch your Eurovision and get the finals and all that, don't you? Yeah, of course. Off to the shop! Oh, you're off to the shop, okay. I'll let you off. That's not Eurovision then. Get yourself some beers, buddy. Oh, dear. Hello, 8 PM plus 90 minutes. Yeah, I've gone over again. I know. Oh dear. I've got to 2 o'clock, and that'll have to be it there, because I've got my video I'll sort out for the morning. I made it. I just got to upload it. Russian meat grinder. I know. It's chip shop. Oh, lovely. Do you know what? There's actually a chip van here. Actually comes here every Thursday and Tuesday, I think. I haven't tried it yet, but my experience having fish and chips here in France has been diabolical. I'd rather go and get Mules and Fritz, to be honest, than fish and chips. Always greasy. I don't do greasy. Hello, Secure! Chris, I've seen you in a while. Alright, so where was I? Back onto I had a load of things I wanted to do. Done with Bendy Bananas. We did we finish the Pope? Yeah, we did the Pope, didn't we? I did enough about the Pope. In the Pope, saying we all got to fornicate. Yeah. We all get jiggy with it, like mass fornication to increase the population. We talk about the Italy, actually. If there's any takers, if you head yourself over to Italy and just go and fornicate. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's what we've all got to do to get up the population. But, we've got displaced people. Why don't we just embrace them? Many of them people are already trained. Makes sense to me. Oh dear. Emma got Pretty Patel. Oh, like I mentioned earlier, she's been saying stuff. Yeah. And that, crikey. And it's, she's a form, you remember her, don't you, Pretty Patel? Pretty evil Patel. She's awful, she is. She says, if the centre of the party spent more time with us listening and engaging, then the Conservatives would have not lost over 1,000 seats in the local elections. Rubbish. But that's what she said. Well, first, I'll tell you what, let's just show you that. There we go, up we come. Oh, there she is. Oh, ain't she lovely? She's like a penguin.
And as grassroots activists, of course, we are the ones who listen to and engage and often face the consequences of some of those bad decisions and also the infighting that we have seen in Westminster. And of course, if the centre of the party spent more time with us, listening, engaging, then I think it's fair to say we would not have seen over 1,000 of our friends and colleagues even lose their seats in recent local elections, and dozens of councils fall out of Conservative control. Now, I think it's important that we discuss this, because that's hundreds of hard-working, devoted and experienced public servants no longer able to serve, and that's no fault of their own. That's also a huge loss to us on the front line.
The front line. They always use this kind of power language.
That's a loss to frontline Conservative activists up and down the country serving their communities. Now,
they're not serving the communities, they're just taking. That's what people had enough. They just want to get rid of them. The Tories, we want them gone. And they've made that quite clear. By voting out, over 1,000 seats. Oh, that's going to be that warm fuzzy feeling inside, it does. Oh, I can't help myself.
Now, I am one of the first to thank them for their service, and I'm absolutely sorry that actually it's the errors and the mistakes, sometimes of us in Westminster and our actions that have cost our party dearly across the country, because some of those whose seats were lost may even be here today. And of course, there are serious repercussions and consequences for this. For the first time in 20 years, my friends, we are no longer the largest party in local government. And that actually has devastating implications for communities, in my view, who are now worse off without having local Conservative representation. So for us, this is a moment of reflection, a time to learn and a time to rebuild.
What a load of bollocks. But also, you might know, she also said this. She got a bit confused. She had a bit of a moment.
Britain-hating, criminal-supporting socialists that wanted to see Corbyn as Prime Minister, Britain forced back into the UK and...
What was that again?
The UK and would cancel out our freedom.
I think she got a bit confused. And she's reading that.
Criminal-supporting socialists that wanted to see Corbyn as Prime Minister, Britain forced back into the UK and would cancel out our freedoms. Britain-hating, criminal-supporting socialists.
I think she lost it. I think she really lost it there, didn't she? Now, dare I suggest, is she thick as two short planks? Maybe. with excrement smeared all over them. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Rather like a shit sandwich, maybe. I suppose the more bread you have, the less shit you got to eat. I don't know. God, she's so awful. She really is awful. You know she got pregnant. She's got a kid. Poor little blight. Yeah. Could turn. Well, probably just turn into something just like her, like another penguin. I don't know. Oh, she's so awful. What's she qualified at anyway? I don't know. To be honest, I know Suella Braverman's actually sort of qualified to do that job, but she actually got barred, didn't she, from the New York bar, just because she didn't fill in the paperwork. Number 3. Scroll down. Back in the chat. Oh, what the F? Pretty the Witch Patel said sorry. I know. She said sorry. She said we made mistakes. Sometimes, only sometimes, it was Westminster. Only sometimes. Well, I think the people are they're giving you a message. They told you, they don't like you anymore, and they got shot. You know. Everyone tells they don't like them. Got to do it in the ballot boxes, and that's what they did to get rid of them. It's called democracy. And apparently she's going on about the Democratic organisation, the Conservative Democratic organisation she was speaking at. Oh, Pommes frites is banging now. Pommes de terres. She never had it, no. Pretty shitty. Or whatever happens, do not let Patel and Suella join. They will create the ultimate Brexit Decepticon. Oh my Gideon. Oh, they're like Transformers now. God, she'd be awful. Could you imagine that? It'd be like, I don't know, what could you do? Maybe we could do a human centipede with Priti Patel, Suella Braverman, and Alexander Boris Johnson slap bang in the middle. How about that for a view? No? I don't know if anyone's seen the film. Anyway, what the doggy's up to? Oh, hello! There, he's in his basket. Oh, look at that, little sweetie. Oh, little dog, they're all sleepy. That's because they had a nice long walk we did. A nice long walk. Okay, now I'll see if I can make them interested. Polly? Oh, she's really sleepy. Hello, Dora. If I bounce one on his head, he might wake up. Oh, I don't want to do that to him. You what, Wally? You what, Wally? I'll wait. He's a little bit asleep. I don't want to wake him up. Yeah, very tired dog. We had a nice long walk we did. I've just been doing the videos of walking the dogs, you see, using my gimbal. Oh, Mad Monk 33, I got my batteries arrived today from a gimbal. Yeah, because good limp it was. So I might make a video doing that, putting the batteries in it. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a pain to get into, but I got the batteries anyway. They're bigger batteries as well. I mean, not bigger in size, I mean more capacity. Human Centipede! Who's seen the film? Oh, I might make a short of that. Yeah. Human Centipede. Oh, what crikey. There's more than one in there. There's about 3 of them now. Human Centipedes films. Oh my God, they're terrible. I mean, they are really German geezer, especially the one with the swimming pool. That was just dodgy. That was really dodgy. They are good doggies. They're lovely. Leslie says, that film is grotesque. You're not wrong. No, the thing you got to remember, somebody wrote that. It started with a script. Oh dear. Hello, maybe it was a book. Celtic Hammers. Celtic Hammer. I think it's Celtic Hammer. She's now pretty vacant and teaching Labour maths expert. Oh, to Diane Avatar. How to count up to 7 on 1 foot. Yeah. Oh, dying habit though. I'm a recent kind of little spat regarding racism. That saddened me actually quite a bit, really, because she's always been fighting for, rights for black people, but it just seems to me so now. To me, it's only black people, not necessarily Asians and no, or everybody in fact. Which I think is a little bit sad. I think she's only interested in one thing. Then again, saying that, I'm a bit upset with that David Lammy. I used to love David Lammy. He's a very nice geezer, and then now he's followed the old Starmer line about make Brexit work, even though he was campaigning against it, and it just seems to be He says it's happened now. He says it's happened now, so we've got to stick with it. Oh, Mad Monk 33 says I had Indie Truck Dave. He's got his own channel, what have you. I don't know if is he uploading still. I haven't had any notifications recently. Indie Truck Davey. Oh, I had the Indie Truck Davey dog today. Oh, okay. He's got a dog, is he? Cool. He was in his element, running around in my very big garden. I bet he was. I tell you what. Well, we've got loads of space here anyway. But even we still take them for walks because the dogs. It's kind of a social thing for them. They like to sniff and pee. But there's something wrong with my dog. It's got worse. I mean, it keeps trying to hunt Pandora. My little ginger one that's down there keeps trying to mount Pandora. And it's constant. He's 13 years old. His little pencil stays in its pencil case. I don't know what he's doing. They're just bizarre. He's trying. And Pandora's just, what the hell? Because she's been sterilised, you see, Pandora has. You see, she drew short straw. It's either getting 2 done or 1. And, yeah. Poor little... Oh, he's like a little pea in the pod, he is. Oh, Jeremy Hunt drinks Bud Light. Oh, yeah. If you use batteries, you're doing it wrong. What? If you have to use batteries, you're doing it wrong. My gimbal. It's got batteries inside it. Charge them up. If you have to use batteries, you're doing it wrong. Now, batteries, actually, also my other little gimbal, got another little gimbal camera, it's a little Fimmy Palm thing. It's only small, so, it's about, a tiny little thing it is. I was using it today, but the battery's bugged in that as well. But the problem with it is the image quality ain't good enough. It's so just, no, I've just done a firmware update, and it might be a bit better, I'll check later, but wasn't that great. My Irish Red Setter, Einstein? I wish we had some of them in Parliament. Said he's now going to grow a ZZ top beard. Are you referring to my album? Where is it? I can't see it. It's not there. Because I've got a ZZ top album, but it's not there. Oh dear. I normally got that out. Oh, there. It's over there. Which is over there. Yeah. ZZ top. It's a bit of a mad room, isn't it? Do you think my space do you think I've overdone it, or does it reflect me? The funny thing is, I didn't. Oh, sorry. This space here, my office it looked like this before I started doing streaming, so it's got nothing to do with videos. Oh God, I listened to Phil's stream tonight. Labour circle jerk. I know. I'm sorry, but I'm no fan of Phil either. Where Starmer's words have to be explained. If you start a sentence with what he meant was, the message is not good. Oh. No, of course, I get that. I haven't watched... Yeah, Kimball Pass, sorry. Oh, I see what you mean now. No, I get it, you saucy devil. Yeah, I get you now. Oh, there. You rude person, you. So Starmer, the MI5, Red Tory, yeah. Do you know what? I really had high hopes for Starmer when I was quite glad that he got to be leader of the party, and it's just I'm a bit, how to put it, disappointed. This whole Brexit line thing it just doesn't make any logical sense because there is no making it work, and no matter what they say, it's just no. It's just too many obstacles. Yeah, my phone also has good stabilisation in it, but when it doesn't give you that flow. I'll tell you what's got better stabilisation is my DJI sports camera. That has got really good stabilisation in it. My phone's got good stabilisation, but when you move it about, you can get a bit of on machines that you get a bit of a tremor. And the stabilisation on it doesn't know what to do with it. Any vibration. So you get a bit of a ripple in the image. It's bizarre. So when you're using the gimbal, it just gets rid of all that. Leslie says, I think I might take a trip to Italy. Well, Leslie, I'll be careful because they want to make babies over there, apparently. Just ask the Pope. They know. That's what he suggested. So, yeah. But Italy's, I've been to Italy, what was it, 3 times in 3 years. And we did the Stelvio Pass and all that on the motorbike. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It was bizarre because one minute you're in the sun, the next minute it was snowing. Literally. Well, yeah. So you're hurtling around these bends and that, getting your knee down and all that around these bends, and then you come up to this one bend that's covered in snow, so you've got to be really careful. And then when you're on the Italian side of the border, all the barriers are like bent up and stuff. You go straight to the border, you end up in Switzerland, and everything's pristine. You know, and the same we found with France as well. From Italy to France, they just run out of money, and also a lot of the stuff that was built post-war, what have you, in Italy was Italian mafia was involved, and they didn't put enough cement in the concrete. Hence that bridge that collapsed. And I mentioned it before in the stream. You know, me and Karen been for walks, end up underneath the motorways and stuff. You can hear all the lorries going past, what have you, and the concrete stanchions they're just deteriorating. I mean, they're literally, you can see the iron all corroding and popping big lumps of concrete off and stuff. It's in a hell of a state, and that's going to be right across the board because certain people involved with doing the work and save a bit of money. I'll give them my back pocket instead. I'll still charge them for it. Madmonk 33, Allshorts, I don't need a gimbal for my phone as the iOS is so good. Ooh. It's better than an iPhone. Image stabilisation. He still ignores... Oh, I see. So Mark's the biggest fan says he still ignores and actively rejects 50% of Scottish voters. Yeah, I take it you're talking about Fillmore. I'll be honest with you, I watched a bit on my Labour social. It lasted about a minute and maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, maybe 2 minutes, and then I turned off. I just can't do them. There again, a lot of people can't do me. So, I don't blame them either, to be fair. But ignores, actively rejects 50% of Scottish voters. Yeah. The thing is, a lot. I'm absolutely honest with you. I don't want Scotland to leave the United Kingdom. I think it'd be quite sad, but I understand why it has to happen. Simple. Really. I wish it didn't have to happen, but it does. Yeah, for the good of the Scottish people, really. Because at the moment, we're just bleeding them dry and we're basically stealing from them as well. Just start. Scotland produces most of the flipping electricity, and we're screwing them over, really. And then oil, water, everything. Vipex says, Starmer's line on Brexit comes out of concern for funding for the party because most stores are. Good point. And also got the membership as well. Brexiters are Brexiters. Donors are Brexiters, unfortunately. And the largest, because the thing is, though, what's going to happen with a lot of these Tory donors who have been handling huge sums of money to the Tory party, and they know, because obviously, it's like cash for favours, isn't it, a lot of it? And why would they hand it to the Tories if they're not in power? Is it a big possibility that we're going to see a lot of that money shift over to Labour? I won't be surprised. Hey, Chris Fisher's back! Did you get yourself a beer? At first I thought you were watching the Eurovision or something. Don't do it! No. God's sake. Oh, God. Smith, according to hashtag Smith, according to a piece in the Statesman about 8 months ago, that is what Andrew Marr thinks is going on, and referring to Smith, fish. Fish. France, French are rich. Well, that's where they're rich. They've got their own problems, as you know. Obviously, with the what's going on with the retirement, but they're still it's lowest in the EU. To be fair, you know. But I was speaking to my doctor. I've mentioned this before. Actually, speaking to my doctor, and she was saying is that you give them that much, you know, but then they want the whole arm, pretty much. And it's most of the people in France, people who voted for Macron, basically, I think they pretty much understand that it has to be done. They don't like it, obviously, but they get it. Too much concrete used on boots. Most probably, said Larry the cat, in Italy. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Yeah, be like Sopranos or something. Mark's his biggest fan. No one deserves such fate. Oh, what's that? He still ignores. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I get your point now. Yeah. Too much concrete used on boots. Health and safety workers or wokes. No one. All the Swiss ski slopes gritted for the Winter Olympics. Gritted? Why? That's silly. Why would you want gritted? You want the ice and the snow and what, don't you? No? Okay, so we go. I don't they will answer care, he says. Can't find it though. Can't find answers. No, where's Alistair? I can't find it. Oh, sorry. Border Europe, yes. Scotland and England, yes. Yeah. Hello, Karen Douglas. Leslie, don't you think 50% is questionable? How bad must it get to 60%? Oh, I see your point. Oh, I see. Karen Douglas says Ireland is 53%, 2016, and Scotland was 62%, 2016. Oh no. Oh, I see. Anyway. Walter. Hello, Walter. Walter Harrison. Scotland needs to go indie for its own good. Independent for its own good, yes. I feel sad as I can see the England populace voting to go independent before Scotland getting it. And the English do like voting for self-harm. Maybe. And then obviously got Wales as well, that'll be next. Maybe Cornwall. Maybe the Isle of Wight. Maybe London should. That's so we can be completely not your stuff then, because that's where all the money comes from. Right, there we go. Care. I'll take them all. Any number hits the spot for me. In my younger days, I used to prefer the lower numbers, but I can't see a reason to assume there's any difference. So it's all good. What batch of numbers do you take for the bucky, mate? Oh, I'm lost now. I'm lost. Okay, back into my what's-its. My diffy-do. Oh, God, you know, I need to press that button. I'm not allowed to. I got paid not to. Yeah. Well, Nigel Farage shirt ripping video. My short. I probably can't put that on the video, actually. I'll probably get demonetised anyway, because it's got, it's playing music. You know, right said Fred. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy it hurts. I won't do that again. Where are we now? Anyway. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, hang on. What's this one? Oh, I have to admit, I did actually used to love that tune. Oh, there are some really mad people out there, you know. There are. Not just those who put the cross in the wrong box back in 2016 and ripped the UK out of the European Union and caused all this shit. which then railroaded Alexander Boris to Phil Johnson to be the next Prime Minister back in 2019 with an 80-seat majority. Well, it's all those other nutters as well. Thanks, Sebastian. Did you hear that? You're behind the mic, you might have heard that. He had a big yawn. Yeah, and you got those who got a thing about 5G masts and that. You got those who think there's chips in the vaccine just so they can stop you. You got those who think there's, well, the people drinking the blood of children in the pizzeria's basement. And you got those who think the royal family are a bunch of lizards. Well, they probably are. And you got this geezer. Well, have you heard of V2K yet? Well, you're about to. Sorry.
This is a follow-up from my previous videos. This is my house.
Oh.
This is my bedroom. There's my bed. This is where I sleep at night. I am being harassed, electronically harassed with V2K, which is voice to skull weapons, the directed energy weapon systems. This is because I've spoken out against the agenda. It's being beamed through my bedroom window at night time when I sleep. I'm currently standing in front of the window, but watch what happens when I stand outside of the window. Watch the frequency meter just there. I will step back into the window frame again to block the signal. Step outside of it again. I will stand back in front of the window. This is terrorism. This is a follow-up from my previous videos. This is my house. This is my bedroom. There's my bed. This is...
It must be true. He said it was. You see? They're everywhere. They're all around us. The crazies are there. Well, why can't you just shut the flipping curtains and be done with it? Block the signal. The mythical signal. Maybe it's just like I don't know. So it's a weirdo alert meter. Because he certainly is that. Something not quite right with some of these people, is there? Debbie, the crazies are everywhere. Well, not you, obviously, not you lot, no. All right, says Fred, I'm too sexy to remain deeply dippy in my Brexit brain. Oh, very nice, I like that. That's good, a bit of a song. I'm too sexy to remain deeply dippy in my Brexit brain. And then you rip your shirt off like Nigel Farage. What do you reckon? Might be that. Maybe I could do it as short as Monsieur Petroli or something. Half naked with a leather apron on. I don't know. I'll do whatever. Just no idea. Just like, oh. United Kingdom's just got shortened by Westminster. Shortened by Westminster. The wrong box exactly. Oh, yeah. The Deadhead Fred. Quick question: is the United Kingdom all the United? Sorry, is the United Kingdom all the United Kingdoms, all disunited kingdoms? What? Is it United Kingdom or United Kingdoms? No, it's just United Kingdom because they're all part of the kingdom. Or I would say it's a disunited kingdom. Unless you want to be kingdoms. Well, no, don't. Oh, don't forget, if you haven't done so, please boot the old like button. He voted Brexit. Definitely, most certainly, 100%, he voted for Brexit. He's flipping crazy. Shapeshifters, in other words, they're everywhere. Do you hear that? It was my dog. Oh dear. Oh my god, what a view. They're all there now. I think it's time for a treat. Maybe while you're awake now. Or maybe not. He's a little bit... Look at that. What do you like, fellas? One for you? One for you? Oh, Sebastian, he's too lazy to move. Oh, he got it. He caught it. Well done. And Wally is just literally out for the count. Oh dear. Just don't let Patrolly drive again. Don't worry, there was nobody about. The roads are literally empty. Because it's COVID, you see. There's nobody back. And plus it's a back lane. And yeah, you wouldn't see anyone down there for like hours. Probably a gendarme, my luck. I could see, just. I was using my extrasensory perception. I was being guided by the 5G antennas. Ah, yes, right, said Fred, who made the most of their money. In Germany, yeah, they did. That's very true. And also, they're making a whole load more now. And they sound absolutely awful now. They've been doing like sit on the side of the flipping street doing it. That's what they've been busking. Same song, nothing new. Same old stuff. They had like one hit one doing that was it, wasn't it? I'm too sexy for my shirt. Night, Dave Arze. Take care, buddy. Scroll down, scroll down. To let Patrol drive again. What about on the motorbike? That'll be interesting. Get a knee down, leather apron and all, the buttocks hanging out. Maybe. Freedom, you see. I visited some relatives for dinner, says number 3, and discovered toilet twining. What is toilet twining? Now I am lost. Toilet twinning? Toilet twinning? What is that? Mark's a big no. Oh, okay. Mark's a big fan says no Allshorts. According to the Act of Union and Union of Crowns, it is the United Kingdoms, plural. Oh, interesting. Okay. Tim Ballon, Allshorts, do a poll on every live stream. Have you clicked the like button? Yeah. 1. Yes, or 2. I'm doing it now. Okay. Can you do that in a live stream? Can I make polls? Don't you know if I can I? Can I do polls in the stream? Because that'd be quite cool if I could do that. Or have I got to do that via something else, like StreamYard or something? Hello, Tim. Cool idea, actually. It's supposed to be the United Kingdoms of England and Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. Oh, okay. Yeah, but you know, we own Scotland, you know how it is. If you're a Brexiter, that is. Well, Chris... Chris Fisher. Chris Fisher. Yup. I know, but the Unionists made 1690 brew and got blocked recently. Though you'd like to know. Oh, thought you'd like to know. Oh, I'm off to bed. It says, yeah. Take care, old beach. Thanks for joining us. Toilet yeah, what is toilet twinning? I don't know what it is. Does it mean you've got 2 toilets? You sure it's not a B-day? Do you know what? I'll tell you what's going to happen next year. You might be alright, but here in France, because, in the EU, we might have a shortage of toilet paper. Because the new rules that are coming out, I can't remember what they are now, but yeah, I think something to do with the toilet roll centre. The tube in the middle, something to do with that, yeah. And all these toilet roll manufacturers have got to adjust to it, you see, and they're not actually, yeah. and they're not ready for it. So it could be a shortage of toilet paper. So I won't be surprised there'll be a surplus of toilet paper, so you'll have plenty of toilet paper. See, might be a benefit of Brexit. You haven't talked about tomatoes, and you might be lacking some turnips since the turnip king jacked him because of Brexit. There you go. There's a guy, farmer, he was known as the Turnip King. Mark's take care, Alistair. Care. Cheers for joining us, buddy. Need to go. Chat. You all have a great night, and and the rest of the weekend. Take care, buddy. Vincent Brennan. Oh yes. Yep. Okay. Yep. You can, Marcus. I think. Oh, what can I do? Oh, we'll put polls in. Can't. I am logged into the right thing. Yeah, I'm logged in as me. I can't see any options though. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can. I can start a poll. Oh, I can. I found it. Okay. I remember that fast. I didn't even know that. I can start questions and answers and also start a poll. I didn't know. How good am I? Not. Mark's the biggest fan. Allshorts. Straw polls should work. Boom, boom. Yeah, it says that. Yeah, I can. Oh, that's excellent. Good to know. I'll prepare one for next time. But yeah, the part of you click, yeah, like it does help. You see, it helps the channel. Obviously, likes are probably more important than the subscribers. Beyond, they're all indications that you're doing something maybe right or not. YouTube just likes activity, don't they? Tim Bannon says, anyway, sure, are you doing Labour social? Are you talking about that thing with Phil Morehouse and Graham Hughes? It's just them two, isn't it? Or they have other people come on there, are they, or something? Or do other people do it? But I've got no plans to do it, And the likelihood of me going on there with Phil Morehouse is pretty slim. He don't like me, and I'm not that keen on him, to be fair. The DUP are too busy parking their pet dinosaurs. They got pet dinosaurs? Mark's the biggest fan, says you can do stream polls, but have to set them up on the stream. Oh, we'll look into that. That'd be quite cool, because then I could integrate that into the chat. See, it's all about, okay, we get this stuff. Yeah, the first hour is easy. But when you start, it's supposed to be an hour long. But when you start, you get tired. But also you need that little trigger to bring that next thing in, something to talk about. Otherwise, it's like dead space. Can you imagine me not talking? Oh my god! Bliss! Tim Bannon says, Allshorts, we're flushing away poverty one toilet at a time. Well, apparently there's oh crikey, there's an outfall. It's actually 2 miles out, and well, there are other places, CSOs, the combined sewage outlets, and most people don't realise what's going on. When they pump it out all the time. And there was a clip in where was that again? Where did I see that? Oh, it might have. Oh, here we go. I have got it here. You might have saw it. It was on Question Time. This was shared by Farah. Is it Farrow or Farrock? Farrock. I don't know how you pronounce that. Man in the audience, 2 miles out to sea. There's an outflow of raw sewage. Lovely. Let's hear about him. And his raw sewage. He goes fishing, you see. I bet he voted Brexit.
Yes, well, I live here in Bexhill, and I go out fishing with the East Hastings Angling Association. 2 miles out to sea from the beach.
Sounds like Conservative.
There's an outflow from the pipe, which is raw sewage. Every time we go there, it's pumping it out. It's being swept in here. People no longer swim. There used to be loads of swimmers along the seafront here. Now they're not.
Well, some do, because I bumped into 3 of them.
Well, yeah,
that's because they're idiots.
They just got out this morning.
They're the Bexhill plungers. But here's the point: every single one of us who owns a house or property has to pay for fresh water and also for wastewater. Now, so long as this sewage is still being pumped into our sea, I say we should be legally allowed to withhold the money for the wastewater.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Oh, Nick Ferrari. Oh, one of them says liposuction recently. And that was body wrap, wasn't it? Yeah, the body wrap. What a vision that was. Just continue to plough your own furrow. Oh, well, I've been using my matlock. My matlock to plough my own furrow with a matlock. It's like I don't know, it's like a miniature pickaxe, I suppose. Or sort of like a hoe type thing. Yeah. Very good tool, must say. Just continue to plough your own furrow. Hello, Jeff True. Did you see on Question Time the Tory minister said the status quo is immoral? What? No, I didn't actually watch it because the thing is, if I was watching it, I'd want to use. I just did then actually, but the problem with using anything on Question Time, nearly always, anything I've done with Question Time has been demonetised, or has been claimed. Copyright and all that, you see. The status quo is immoral and couldn't agree more. She managed to say it without the realisation that the Tories are responsible for the status quo. Yeah, okay, it's just crazy, isn't it? Hello. Hello to you too. Hey, nice cheers, buddy. You already paid me once.
So, you have
to stop the little man taking the shirt off. He says, I haven't seen a super chat in a while. This is just an observation, not a hint. Well, it wasn't for the fact that obviously kind people, what have you, that do the super chats, what have you. That I wouldn't be able to do the channel. It's as simple as that. It's just how it is. Because I'd have to do something else. I think Ferrari would care if his son wasn't poisoned by. I think Ferrari would care if his son wasn't poisoned. Are you saying he was poisoned by sewage? Did he get E. coli or some other kind of nasty disease? Well, he's divorced, isn't he, Nick Ferrari, as well? He's not a very nice man, is he, let's be fair. I remember as a child going to the salt coats and paddling. Nearly had a fit when a poop floated past, says Jackie. Careful though, you've got to swim, you've got to gurgle on one. Get stuck in your throat and all that. As an adult of 6 decades, I now know it was raw sewage. Lovely. I think it has changed. It's got worse. It's definitely got worse. They've even admitted it's got worse. But it has been going on. It's always been CSOs. The CSOs have been... But the problem is they've been abused now. The whole point of a CSO is during times of potential flooding that it goes out to sea, because it's literally all it is, a CSO. It's literally just like a wall inside the pipe. And normally that wall's like a diverter. And normally, because that wall's there, the poo, sewage, what have you, gets diverted to the plant, sewage plant. But if you get periods of high rainfall, it goes over the wall and then goes out to sea and then carries on the rest of the pipe. So it's not literally being pumped. That's a bit of a misconception. It's just that it's flowing that way. It's all downhill, you see. I think Ferrari would care if his son wasn't poisoned with sewage. He's like a turd himself, don't he? They constantly try to use religion to hold back any type of progress. Yes, they do. Yeah. Well, look what's going on in the United States, We got, like the abortion laws and stuff like that. Can't remember what it's called, but they've got, it basically come to an end, it got repealed or something, didn't it? And now, it's all not allowed to have an abortion, which seems, pretty awful if they've just been raped. So, yeah, they are about Northern Ireland. They constantly try to use religion. I said already. Larry, you're spot on. Oh, Larry said something. What Larry? Oh, sorry, okay. I think Ferrari. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Larry would says that Ferrari would care if his son wasn't poisoned by sewage. Or wouldn't care. Did you say wouldn't care? Or wouldn't care? Anyway. So, yeah, spot on. His son's poisoned and brought it to the point. Oh, I see. He got poisoned. I get Otherwise, he wouldn't have seen it. Yeah. He'd be shouting at Stop Oil. Or like that guy, the guy phoned in on one of Nick Ferrari's show about a Stop Oil protest. When they were up at that bridge, they got 3 years, didn't they? There's 2 Stop Oil protesters that lashed themselves up the top of that bridge. And one guy phoned in and says we just need to put electric shock through the crane or through the bridge or something to make him fall off. Or something like that, he said. I have to be fair. Yeah, fair dues to Nick Ferrari. He did actually. He didn't endorse that. But people think this stuff, They do. If you wish to support Allshorts, you can buy him a coffee. Cheers, Magpunk 33. But also, don't forget the old like if you haven't done so already. Yeah, or you can donate this channel via. But GoFundMe, we've got a GoFundMe set up for the channel as well, which is we've got the obviously GoFundMe for the our rewilding, but also we've got the GoFundMe for our for this channel as well. Because basically, I'll be honest with you, I need to be able to get enough money coming in to allow me to. It does cost money to do this. It's not free. It's free to use the service, but you need equipment and stuff and things need to be replaced. So you can carry on doing it. But otherwise you just end up with shitty microphones. That's not a shitty microphone. It's a good microphone. I need something to get rid of my squeak and my voice. Norfolk, Yeah. So anyway, if you do there's the super chats and stuff. Chris Fisher says Ferrari was being sensible because his son got caught in the consequence. Yep, I get that now. I didn't know that though, to be fair. So thanks for that. So Nick Ferrari came up with a nepotism chart. His dad is a famous and well-connected newspaper editor, and he got a round of applause on Question Time by saying, "Jail anyone who follows Tory guidelines," pretty much. Hello, Jeremy Goff. Hope you're well. Put the Trump hands away. Put those Trump hands away. He's got tiny hands. Everyone cannot afford to support you, Allshorts, can't you? Oh no! Oh, bugger. You pretty much are at the moment. Oh, but those Trump. Sorry, Nick Ferrari came up. Yeah, I've done that now. Well, I think we're coming to the end of my live stream. 2.5 hours are done. It's a bit longer than an hour, isn't it? I'll get from bad to worse again, don't I? I put an hour in there, sort of like a mental block time. Oh, keep it an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and Oh, I think that must be the end, really. Oh. Do you know what? I wonder what we're going to talk about tomorrow night. Because, live again tomorrow night. Remember that? Sunday. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I'm sure something's going to be happening. Well, something's probably happened since we've been talking tonight, Something strange and mad. Something crazy that we can talk about. Got my video going up in the morning, which is also strange and crazy. People. They're lunatics. Well, I'm going to say, thanks to the spanner. Was P. Dallas here tonight? Was he here? I didn't see P. Dallas. Was he here? Can't see him. No, he's probably out. Oh, he's probably watching the Eurovision. That's it. If you're not here, you're obviously watching Eurovision. Cheers, Mad Monk 33. Cheers for doing the spannering. With the mod, what are you? That's pretty cool. Thank you. And thanks to everybody who's joined us tonight and gave up on their Eurovision Song Contest. I'm just so tempted to play that clip again. I'll tell you what I haven't played, though. That's just for you, Madbunk 33. There you go. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Oh, spinning right round, baby, right round. What a little dude. Oh, that's for you. That was Madbunk. I know you love him. Oh, what's the meat? Oh, which one? Which one have I got out there at the minute? Oh, it's Sergeant Pepper's. Sergeant Pepper's, that one. Oh, or are you talking about the other one? You talking about Moosey? I think that's a Dutch edition, that one. Oh, cheers, Lefty Boat. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I'll say ta-ta as well, I suppose. So take care, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. So don't forget, we've got our other channel as well, and I really appreciate if people subscribe to that, even if you don't want to. Cheers, buddy. If you don't want to watch the videos, but I just need to subscribe just so I can monetize it. Because my plan is I want to try and make more of a broad use of all my other channels, because I got my woodwork one is monetized, so I need to start doing more on there. And maybe I can use that. This one's important. I think what we do here, I think trying to spread the word as much as we can, and because what I won't do is lie. I might have a bit of fun with things, but I won't lie. And although I might make mistakes as well, to be fair. But I will try and use that to try and fund this one. This one's important, I think. And that's quite why I kind of try and keep pushing it, really. I know I'm not doing that well. You know, it's been very stagnant. Like I say, I've had -1 subscriber in the last 28 days. So that shows how well I've done on subscribers in the last month, which is pretty poor. But, the last few videos, I've done okay on views, okay-ish on views. But, it needs to do a lot better than that. It really has to. And also, I have to be able to earn a little bit of money just so we can pay our bills. So if I'm not doing, if I can't obviously pay the bills, I'm obviously going to have to do something else, aren't I? So, and it does take a lot of time. It really does. So, such as 2.5 hours on here, plus a prep. Don't forget, it takes a while to prep for to do this. Thank goodness it wasn't Nigel. Oh, it's so tempting, but I've been told not to. Jackie McBurney. Hello, Jackie McBurney. Night, people. Loving the channel with him indoors. Oh, cheers there. Thank you. Bye-bye for now. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you later, guys and gals. And I'll be live again tomorrow. Usual sort of time, probably. And then, I'm trying to go live as much as I possibly can at the moment, because I'm not doing so many videos. I'm just doing one a day at the minute. I had a couple of days off, actually. Trying to think what I'm going to do. So, at the moment, we're just doing my walking type videos with the dogs and what have you, wherever we go. Whether it's just here, walking up and down this area, or wherever we go places, either way. I'm going to try and do the ones with the doggies. Not edited, though. So, that, what you see is what you get. I think they're honest, Lefty Bird says, I subscribed on my alternative account to make up for that loser that unsubscribed. Cheers. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know what was doing wrong. Obviously my videos weren't good enough, basically. Yeah, night everybody. And night Gingers and Casper and Lefty Boater, Mad Monk 33, thanks for Spannering, and Vincent Brennan and Karen Douglas and Casper Northern and Vipeck and Tim Ballon, Walter Harrison and Sir Larry the Cat and Casper Norther and Nick Young and Chris Fisher and Vipeck, am I repeating people there? And Jackie McBurney, Walter Harrison, I don't know already, and Marcus' biggest fan, and Perry UK True Crime, Tim Ballon. Am I repeating myself now? I'm not sure if I am or not. Oh, and Jeremy Goff, who says, put those Trump hands away. I don't know what he means, but there you go. Oh dear. Anyway, sorry if I missed anybody, but that's how it is. So thanks for joining us tonight, and I hope we'll be doing another video tomorrow morning on my usual sort of probably weekend live is about 9 o'clock my time, it's about 8 o'clock your time. But then I'll be going live again 8 o'clock your time, probably for an hour, maybe something. Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, thanks again. Oh, okay, what have I forgot? Oh, don't forget we're doing our rewilding here as well, which has been working quite nicely. There's GoFundMe link for that down below as well, which is been planting trees and cutting grass around the trees today. Oh, not that one. Not allowed to do that one. Not that one. Dover Kids. I need some more. You've seen all these a million times already. Oh, this guy's a loon. Is that short or is that not? Oh, alright, we'll do this one. Night, people.
Just remember the days
Ta-ta.
when people like Nick Clegg would say that Nigel Farage's claims about an EU army are fictional and that it's a dangerous fantasy. Well, we've seen that the EU has now launched its own guard, its own armed guard that'll police its border. Why, if it didn't have aspirations of being a political and economic union with its own armed guard?
What a